Hi, today we're going to look at a sneaky test prep strategy that I call play the match game. It's kind of a fun one if you spot it on your SAT, GRE, or other exam. Let's take a look. Suppose you're asked to solve for x in this equation. 48 over x plus 2 equals x over 50. Now I know what many of you might be thinking out there. I know how to solve that. We just need to cross multiply. 48 times 50 equals x times x plus 2. Now you'd be right there and you could maybe go to your calculator and get this number, 2450. The only thing is when you do it this way you get this difficult quadratic that you then have to solve. Instead, let's think of the strategy, play the match game. They give you these choices, and this may be one of the only times I'll ever say you could do this one right in your head. Imagine putting in each number for x, and look what happens when you get to letter B. 48 as x would give you 48 plus 2, 50 on the bottom. Then put 48 in for x on the right side, and bingo, there's your match. 48 over 50 equals 48 over 50, so it has to be 48 as your answer. So some of you may be wondering, does your strategy play the match game ever come up on the actual SAT? Yes, it does. Let's take a look at the official College Board SAT book, page 950. You'll see a problem that reads something like this. If 2x plus 2y plus z equals 20 and 2x plus z equals 2y, then what is the value of y? This is considered a hard question, and most people will be totally stumped by their use of three variables. Yet all you have to do is play the match game. In this case, let's try doing row 1 minus row 2. 2x minus 2x cancels to 0. 2y comes straight down. Z minus z cancels. And on the right side, we have 20 minus 2y. So I simply did row 1 minus row 2. From here I could add 2y to both sides to combine your like terms. I'm left with 4y equals 20. Dividing by 4 on both sides would yield that y equals 5. There's your answer, and we obtained it by taking these and getting it to match what they asked for. So this last question comes from the GRE and illustrates how you can look for a match on the GRE exam to solve certain types of questions. I call the strategy play the match game. Let's take a look. In this question, you were given the fact that x plus 2y is greater than 8 and asked to compare two quantities, 2x plus 4y or 20, and decide whether A is bigger, B is bigger, they're the same, or it depends. Well, start by examining the equation they've given you and try to link it or match it in some way to what they asked about. In this case, the trick was simply to multiply everything through by 2. When you do that and distribute it through, you get 2x plus 4y, and on the other side greater than 8 times 2, or 16. Notice how the result matches exactly quantity A. Now what that means is that column A is greater than 16, but that still doesn't tell me whether it's greater than 20 or not. It could be 17, it could be 1,000,000, and therefore the answer is letter D, not enough information to determine.